My name is Sonia, and if today is the first day you are watching me live, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, no age limit, no IELTS. Family can come with you. No much expenses. That one is more important. No
Scale your email marketing efforts
oh
with
my gosh.
automation. One example is to send an automated series of emails to welcome new
Oh my god.
subscribers. That way, you're starting.
Hang on. No
Scale your
email.
email marketing efforts
Oh
with
my god.
automation. One example is to send an
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. There's something that was put on this thing that was trying to come up online. So there's no age limit, like I said, no IELTS, no degree or education. Maybe you're thinking you must have this, you must have this before you can make this journey. Family can come, less expenses. Like I'm telling you, with 3 million, like $3,000, you can start making your way to this country. Yesterday we talked about Romania. Today I'm telling you about Bulgaria. Yeah. Okay. For anybody that wants to move with vocational studies, that one is certain. You can get admission now for people that wants to go through that wants to switch through vocational studies. So there are various things that you have to consider when you are talking about Bulgaria, because Bulgaria now is the hotbed of European holiday destination. They top number 2 in Europe last year. Since after COVID, they have been topping number 2. You know why? After COVID, we all had people that recovered, that are planning to recover or trying to recover from financial trauma, because many people weren't working, many people lost jobs, many people became sick, many people, due to depression, they didn't go back to work in Europe. So all these things happened. Now, what you can consider doing today, as after today, is to go online, check the website for their Schengen visa. After checking it, check the requirements that you need, but I will tell you the 5 basic one. Others are the ones that during the preparation of the 5 planning preparation I will name here today. So others are enclosed in that one. But your valid international passport, your uh, travel insurance with health insurance. Please make sure that the bundle is 30,000 European Union currency, that's euros. So don't forget to mention this to in fact, maybe if you're going with an insurance advisor that is, like they know how to prepare this, or maybe they are a pro in it, they will know. When you talk about Schengen visa, they will know. So your health insurance and your travel insurance, you probably, due to that you will switch, you need to get your original certificate. If you're going to WAEC is okay, because there's no any education. WAEC O level is okay. Whether you have English and maths, it doesn't matter. Just get the original result first of all. Then the next one you might be thinking now is, I don't know how to say that one, but if you're planning to come with family, please, I want you to first of all make sure that you have money for the flight tickets. Flight tickets now, when you do the conversion for family, is so much at the moment. So I have a family of 4. This morning they told me what they told them. I was so shocked. They are even going to Finland for this Schengen visa. They are my clients. She said that is up to 8 million. For family, I was asking her why. I told her to use the one in our WTP to check. Still is quite high, because when she calculated it there, it's around 5.9. So which is almost 6 million when you do the conversion. So, but she got a bit of deduction, but it's so high. So we will not be talking about 3 million for people like this, like if you want to move the same time with your family. But if you're going alone, let's keep it at 3 million or 3,000 euros or 3,000 euros. Let's say 3,000 euros because we are using euros. Although dollar is universal currency, I like using it in when I'm explaining something because that is what people understand easily, dollar. So now let's say you have 3,000 euros. I want to emphasize on the money because whenever I have call or personal image or private image, in fact, 75% of the time we are talking about money. Yes, because if we are not talking about if we are not talking about if we are not talking about the flight ticket, we are talking about school. So but you have a relief in school. You have a very big relief in school because some vocational studies starts from 800 euros, 900 euros. So keep that one aside. Let's call it 1,000 euros. Then your remaining 2,000 is your flight ticket. Then your living expenses. So what are your living expenses? It has to do with rent. It has to do with rent. It has to do with daily feeding. It has to do with transportation. It has to do with maybe you want to do shopping because you have to show that in your cover letter, in your Schengen cover letter, you have to show them that you have money for this because you are going for a holiday. Remember, I know that you will settle and switch, but first of all, have the holiday mindset in your head because that is when you have to get through the interview easily. So let's go back to our 5 planning pillars. Plan, cost, route for switching, either vocational, either work, either academic, you want to further your academics or masters or something like that. Remember, those schools there, with 3 million, you can pay a school fees for masters. Yes, I'm telling you, there are 1,000, 1 million, more than various English taught courses in places like Romania and Bulgaria, and even Slovenia, Slovakia, Lithuania. Almost all these European countries now, they are offering some courses in their universities in English because English is number 1 language and more universal than any language in the whole world. So, talk about number 4, settling, talk about jobs and career. So let's start with number 1, plan. So because you are applying for Schengen visa, what are the plans? The plan is this: when you are filling the application, you have to construct a cover letter for Schengen visa. So what do I mean by cover letter for Schengen visa? I will tell you now. The cover letter is where you explain. You guys remember, I will not be repeating it, but I have to repeat it now because maybe you are new here. If you are applying for Schengen visa, the cover letter will state 6 things. So what are the 6 things? The 6 things are the money. You have to clarify the money very, very well. 2, you have to clarify the links of you back home. For instance, you have to tell them that you have a family that you cannot leave because they have to know that something back home will draw you back. You have to establish that. Maybe you can use your aging parents. If they ask you, say that you're coming back just 2 weeks holiday, you're coming back. Remember, if you are following this channel, the time I did Schengen visa, I explained very well about this link. The link is this: they want to know what will bring you back. Of course, I normally tell you people to do 2 weeks. Just tell them it's 2 weeks holiday. Don't overstay in 2 weeks. So we'll come back to why you need to tell them that it's only 2 weeks. Tell them maybe you have aged parents, maybe you have a child, maybe, or you have a sister, maybe you have a sick grannies that you are taking care of while you are working, blah, blah, blah. This is your link. Those links cannot be disputed because you must come back to take care of your parents. They understand that. So nobody disputes child, parents, relatives. Nobody disputes that. So this is what you will tell them when they ask you, are you sure you're coming back? When they ask you that, they are just trying to figure out whether you have links back home. So number 3 is this: you have to establish that the money you are using to go there, you earned it legitimately. So you have to show workings of the work. Yesterday, if you have not watched that video, go and watch it. I explained how you will build your POF. If you don't know, just comment in this comments section. If you don't know how to build your POF still, just say it in the comment section, then we can get it up. Then this your earning earning source. My dear, yesterday I told you guys, if you're not earning anything less than 500, if you're not earning anything more than 500,000 a month or 1 million a month, don't use your work. Yes, use a business, because business POF is easy to manipulate and easy to build up. You can build that within 90 days, you build it up and print it out and go with it. If you don't know, if you don't have job, you don't know how to build this, but you have a rich man, a rich parent, maybe a rich uncle, maybe a rich in-law, maybe husband to your sister or husband to your aunt, whatever. But you know a rich man. In your church, in your mosque, you know a rich man. So ask them whether they can sponsor you. If they are sponsoring you, all these things we are talking here is rubbish. Because when they are sponsoring you, they are making sure they are taking responsibility for your finances and stating that you work for them and they want to sponsor you because you did well in the last quarter of the year or whatever. They want to sponsor you for a holiday. They are taking responsibility of financial burden away from you. So nobody will dispute number 1, number 2, number 3, I've just said. Nobody will dispute ties. Nobody will dispute whether you have enough money. Nobody will dispute whether you earn it legitimately. So let's go to number 4. So number 4 is this. In that cover letter, you have to state where you are going. What is attracting you to go to this continent? The attraction. Okay, if you have followed me here, I normally tell you people, use UNESCO. Nobody goes wrong with it. UNESCO site. Sit down where you are watching me from. Google UNESCO in Bulgaria, UNESCO sites in Bulgaria. I don't know whether I Google it here, whether I can. Wait. Where is the other of my phone? I want to Google it and show you guys. Okay, I don't have that phone. I would have Googled this immediately. I'll show you guys. If you use the UNESCO site, you will not go wrong. They ask you why you are going to Bulgaria. Tell them that you have, maybe there's a UNESCO site there. Just Google it, look at it, memorize the names. Because you don't have to fail. They will ask you. I know what I'm talking. They will ask you in the interview. Memorize the name of the place. Whether you pronounce it well or you didn't pronounce it well, that's your business. That's their business. You are not from Bulgaria. So the pronunciation might not be perfect. They can't even pronounce your own name. So don't worry about that. So check the UNESCO sites. Take 1 or 2 in the same area. I will tell you, the next one is why I will tell you why it should be in the same area. So you don't fumble. So in the same area, tell them that you've heard about this place, that you want to go and visit the place, that this place you've been hearing about it. Maybe it's a monastery. You said you are so religious that you've heard people tell you that when they enter there, they feel like a natural being. They feel God, the presence of God. Oh my God, what many people say in visa interview, you're gonna learn. So tell them that monastery, you want to go and visit it, that you want to feel what others have been telling you that they are feeling there. Obviously, there are many Nigerians in Bulgaria. Yes, thousands of Nigerians in Bulgaria. I've been there. I've seen many of them. If you're working in the institute, you will see them. So Tell them again that many people, many Nigerians are in Bulgaria, and again, that this monastery, they said when you enter there, you will feel the presence of God. Say it with all the boldness in you. Okay, so let's get back to why you have to pick a cheap place. Like you have to Google the city. You know, when somebody is going to Abuja and Lagos or Port Harcourt, their financial preparation is different than when they are going to Benue, Castina, Kano. You see what I mean? So, if you're going to a cheap place, hotels will be cheap, transportation will be cheap, food will be cheap, everything will be cheap. So, that is why you need to Google the cheapest area in Bulgaria where UNESCO site is situated. Hammer there, choose a hotel there. Because, for instance, I've seen somebody they denied visa, Schengen visa in Switzerland. You know what he did? Okay, I will explain it with Nigerian or maybe because it's Nigeria, I understand. The UNESCO site he wanted to go is in Port Harcourt. He told them that the hotel is going to stay is in Castina. They know that he didn't do his own work. So when you Google a UNESCO site, because listen to this secret. This is what I tell people that pay me to teach them. Listen to it. I've said it. I don't normally say it, but I've said it. If you choose a hotel that is different, that is not in the state or in the same area, location of that UNESCO place, you tell them that you're going, is fail. You will fail. That's the secret people don't know. If you are choosing a UNESCO site in Lagos, stay in a hotel in Lagos. If you get, like when you are typing a hotel, say 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer to that UNESCO site, hotels, cheapest hotels to that 1 kilometer, you know, the distance, put the distance so that you can figure out where you are going to. So when you make that decision, let's get to number 5, what your cover letter needs to have. You have to explain your movement in that 2 weeks. That is why I said tell them it's 2 weeks so that the money will be small, the planning will be easy. So in that 2 weeks, you might tell them that you will visit that UNESCO site. You Google attraction places in that place that UNESCO site is. Tell them you are visiting there. You know, talk with authority. These people want you to talk with authority. Talk with authority as someone that's, you know, you have made your research so well that you can say things. This is why you need to sit down or use your phone. This is what you can do in 1 hour. Use your phone to Google all these things out. The subject point is UNESCO site. When you find UNESCO site, you start looking for attraction site close there because you will use it to build the statements of your movement in your cover letter. So that is it. Then let's go to number 7. Number 7 of this plan is this. You have to put away some money. I know I told you it's cheap. You have to put away some money because sometimes in this UNESCO site, they pay gate fee and you know, there are things to shop around. You know, like if you are walking, you will see people with canvas bag. They say, welcome to New York, Spanish, welcome to Spain, this and that. You know, this memorabilia, taken, and panafilas. You know, these are the things that you have to budget for. You have to tell them this money is for your feeding, this money is for your shopping, this money is for your transport, this and that, this and that. They want it to be explained in black and white. They don't want you to leave anything out of it. So when you have done this work, this is the plan. Nobody will refuse you visa. In fact, Schengen visa is the easiest visa to get on earth because what they look out is in the planning. And I have explained it in a way a 5-year-old will understand it. So let's move to the cost. Okay. We have that. I explained number 1 first. You know, I told you to get cheapest place so that You start looking for a hotel. The hotel, if the place is cheap, the hotel will be cheap. It's just like Lagos. If you're going to Lekki, you will see that you'll be budgeting too much money for hotel. So it's better you go to places like Enugu or places like Benue. So where you will see cheap things. Because any conversion you are doing, you are converting from euros to naira is so much, my people. It's so much. So don't be carried away. I know that you might not even go there when they give you Schengen visa, but plan it. This is the only thing that will make them give you visa, because they will know that that was there's a guy that told me he was the one educating the interviewer when he went for Spain Schengen visa. He was the one, because he did research to the bottom, even the buses, number of buses that go to places. He did the research to that last things. So he was the one educating the interviewer. In the interviewer said, wait, they gave him his visa. So when you educate the interviewer, it means that you have done a well thorough research, and you know what you are doing and you know where you are going. So it's better than they ask you, do you know this place? What do you want to go and do? Where are you visiting? Because it's a tourist visa. Check the meaning of tourist. It's to visit. It's an attraction, to visit attraction site or this kind of site. And when they ask you say you want to go and look around. Look around where? If you want to look around in your television. Open YouTube, check the Bulgaria, people doing content about Bulgarian cities. Then you look around. So it's not about looking around, it's about connecting your movement with a UNESCO site that is tangible. Make sure that that UNESCO site is open at that time you are going. Because sometimes they will do renovation, they will close it. Because I was watching TV one day, it's New Zealand. There's one church, I think it's Christchurch. There was a church that when they did earthquake, when earthquake happened, that church was crushed by earthquake. So they asked that girl where she was going. She said she's going to visit that church. They were asking her, is the church still open? Do you know? The girl said yes. But the church, earthquake swallowed the church. Yes, go to YouTube, you will see it, you will laugh. They were asking her, she was saying it boldly. So it's good you do your research, because you will look so smart when you do your research thoroughly, because everything is on websites now. It's not like before in the olden days. The people don't have much information. When you get that UNESCO site, please go to the website and check whether it's open at that time you are telling them that you are visiting. Because if it's not open, there's no any point of allowing you to come there. So, guys, note this. Then let's talk about the cost we are talking. You have to check your hotel booking, make sure you have the money for it. You have to check the feeding in that place, the transportation, this and that, the shopping money. You have to construct it and make it clear, so that people will understand that you are prepared and you will not be financial burden to Bulgarian government when you get them. So let's talk about routes or routes to switching. Okay, there are many avenues, like 3 or 4 avenues that you can, 5 even, because marriage, yes, you might go there and find a Bulgarian man or woman to marry. That's number 5. Let me start. And you marry the person, no, you don't get paper be that. Marriage, just I love you, I love you. You don't marry the person, you don't get paper be that. After 2 years, you will get your indefinite leave to remain. So, number 2 of this changing, you might get a job or you might start a business. Number 3 is work permit. When you finish your studies or vocational training, you might get employment. Or because if you do vocation, vocational is hands-on training. That's what vocational studies is. So vocational study is, because if they are teaching you how to cook, they will be cooking, they will be teaching you practical. They're teaching you mechanic, they will be teaching you with the car. They are teaching you how to do data analysis and all that. They'll be teaching you with, everything life. So this number 2, that is vocational study before the work permit, before you finish out start doing the number 3. Number 2, that is vocational training, is this. I want you to apply for vocational school, whether it's culinary school or use it and enter. Use it when you use it, whether it's culinary skill, because do a skill that is cheap, so that when they convert this euro, if they say it's 500 euros, do you know how much it is in naira? It is around 1 million naira. So go and look for courses that are cheap. When I mean cheap, I mean cheap. Especially culinary skills are cheap in this country. Even if it's 2,000 euros, it's cheap. You pay deposit. It's cheap. So how do you switch? Because, when you are back home, you have to get this admission. Yes, I want you to do it back home. When you are back home, then forget about it. Pay the deposit. They give you offer letter. Then apply for this Schengen visa. Because if I apply for student visa, that one is too much. Because you will have close to 5 to 7 million for that one. But Schengen visa is cheap. So now you have gotten school, you have paid deposit, they have given you offer letter. Just keep it at home. Don't mix it up with your Schengen particulars of Schengen paperwork. Then apply for Schengen visa. You know why? Schengen visa is $80. Because student visa some are $1,000. That is why this is so easy to use Schengen visa to enter inside the country and go to the school that gave you admission, to tell them you have arrived and you already here on holiday and school is starting while you are on holiday. They will give you a paperwork to go to the country home office to update your visa. I think change your visa. You change your visa, you stay and start schooling. So what it means is this: instead of paying 1,000 something and preparing POF for students, you have used $80 to enter a country and start studying with 1,000 something tuition fee. You see? Yeah, Nigerians, we are sharp like that. So now let's talk about settling. When you have gotten the admission, you have done everything, try to look for your people. Yes, I know your people. You will say that you don't like their wahala. You need your people. You need the people with this thing. They have to tell you their own experience. I'm not telling you go and gum with them. When you listen to one person, second person, third person, fourth person, fifth person, you might be able to decipher things by yourself. So nobody will tell you, but you listen to multiple people, you pick the truth. That's the way it is. So I'm not telling you, listen, open your ears, be a good listener. You then start settling down with what the information you have gathered on ground. Because me that is telling you, I don't work in Bulgaria. I don't live in Bulgaria. I don't even have a family member that is in Bulgaria. All I have are people on like that will come and tell me that they are studying here. So I don't know them. But I'm telling you, when you go there, immediately you learn, start talking, start asking questions. The questions you will be asking is work and citizenship. Start asking. If you see love, if you're single and you see love interest, you marry and get paper quick. You don't even need to work when you get paper. So start asking your people. Look for African shop that is there. Start asking questions. The second day you land there, start talking and asking obvious questions. Jobs. How much is minimum wage? This and that. What kind of regulation is in the job? Okay, if I have a work permit, how do I get this? How do I get indefinite leave to remain? A citizenship income. Like I said before, when you ask first, second, third, fourth, fifth person, you might be able to pick truths that align, that's constant in all their statements, and you run with it. Then jobs and career. You can build your career. It's easy to build your career in places like Bulgaria, because Bulgaria needs tech experts, and that's why Womiba Group, we started, we have a tech training platform, which is $80, which is 80,000 naira, sorry, and $100 for people that are not living in Nigeria. So if you are interested, you go to the description box of this video you are watching, you click it, you will see the link. It will bring you to WTP. And tomorrow, we are having consultation for people that wants to go to US, caregivers, nurses, allied healthcare professionals, medics that wants to go to USA, or people that don't want to even apply for visa. They are tired of visa. They don't want visa again. They don't want to go to anybody's consulate. They don't want to queue up. They don't even, there are people like that. They are tired. Then I got your back. We have Dominican Republic. Their passport is 32 in ranking. And your own passport as a Nigeria is 96 in ranking. So Dominica has opened their doors since 4 years ago for you people to come in. And there are many cheap schools in Dominica. We have to talk about it. Then for the US, NCLEX and all that, there is a lady that will be coming to talk to a recruiter that is recruiting nurses, healthcare professionals that will come to talk to caregivers, nurses, and other allied health professionals. So if you're interested, that's one-to-one group consultation is 25,000 naira. So let's move to career. I want you to have IT skills, because if you have IT skills, you will have many scholarships, and you can even switch and get digital nomad visa. And when you get digital nomad visa, there's a secret. You are independent of the system immigration of the immigration system of that country. You know why? Because when you have digital nomad visa, what it means is this: that this country accept that you are a remote worker. The only thing that they want to know is for you to pay tax, and the visa comes with 5 years. So when they give you the 5 years, when you finish it, and you didn't get yourself into criminal activities, you are a good citizen, good criminal record, and all that, then you can apply for citizenship. You see, nobody is chasing you to do how many hours. You are not under any employers, back and call and all that. So you are on your own, working, paying tax. That is why tech skills are the bomb now. And for the career, due to this country, they want tech experts. That's why they opened all these visa routes. Since they want tech experts, they will give you many benefits. So it's up to you. And talking about tech skills, you don't need a degree. You don't need, if you went to secondary school, you can do the training. You don't need to have a degree before you can become a tech expert. No, you don't need all those things. You don't need education like a degree, OND, HND. You must do this, you must do that before you can do tech skills. No. I have seen people that dropped out in secondary school that are doing tech, that are tech experts. Yes, earning 6 figures in pounds, dollars, and euros. Yes, dropouts. What am I even saying? Michael Zuckerberg is a dropout. So tech skill, don't know whether you have degree or not. So go and learn it. Even if you don't want to come to us, if you have a place that you can learn tech skills that are needed in Europe, go and learn it that place. We tailor ourselves to the things that the European Union and USA want. So guys, let's now talk about criminal records. Remember, these countries, they want you to have a sparkling white criminal record. My dear, I don't know where your country gets your own criminal record, but people from Nigeria will get our own from NPF stations. That is Nigerian Police Force stations. If anywhere you live, walk to the police station there, ask them that you want criminal record. I don't know how they do it. because I don't use Nigeria criminal record. So ask people how are they doing it. They will tell you. Now, you'll be asking, what are the vocational schools? I know. What are the schools? What are the cheap schools that I can go in Bulgaria, and I will not spend a lot of money? Ask your question in the comment section because we are coming to the questions. Ask your questions now so that we can discuss it as you are seeing me. Before then, please, can you subscribe to this channel? God bless you. And again, can you give us a thumbs up? Olalinde, can you give us a thumbs up? Anyim Fonkwe, can you give us a thumbs up? Charity, can you give us a thumbs up? All these people dropping comments here. Can you give us a thumbs up? Please, guys, if you're still watching, the secret is here. Come to WTP now. I will go, whenever I finish this video, I will go and share cheap schools in WTP. Check the link in the description of this video. If you don't know how to check the description of a video, then check the old videos. I normally pin it. It's normally first comment you see in all my videos. So check the videos, then you can come, with it. You can come in, and if you can't, my number is normally there. Text me on Telegram. Tell me your name. Tell me that you want to join WTP. I will add you from Telegram, from the private chat to the group, because some people find it difficult to use the link and come into the group. So I will add you to the group. So guys, let's ask the questions. Let's know the questions. Because after this video, we are going to WTP. I will share the vocational schools in Bulgaria and some universities that are cheap and some UNESCO sites. Yes, I will share it so that you can go and start studying it and start checking the ones that are in a place that you can see cheap hotels and other cheap attraction sites. Then you can start making up your cover letter. For Schengen cover letter, we have done a whole lot of videos about that. I will still share them in the comments in the WTP when we finish this video, because as I'm talking to you, there's not any place to share a video. So I will still share the video when I finish, when I will still share the videos when I finish here. Then let's talk about the cover letter samples, traveling history, traveling statement of purpose and all that, all these small things that you need to equip you. I will still share it after reading these questions. So join me in WTP. And if today is the first day you are seeing me and you are struggling with funds, please, I don't want you to leave here without having a hope. There's no a hope. Without having hope. Grammar. Please, without having hope, I want to make sure that you can tell yourself you can. Because with 3 million, 4 million, you can travel. Nobody should tell you that you cannot go to Europe without. But when you start adding family, then it becomes a problem. Like I'm telling you, I've got a family of 4 now. All of them, they have given them visa beds. They can't still move because the traveling expenses is so much. It's even much than the money, because they didn't spend up to 4 million. Now they have to buy ticket of 6 point something million. So it's so much, in the sense that sometimes people struggle and it takes them back. So I will normally advise couple, let the person that have good prospects travel first and soften the ground for maybe the wife or maybe the husband and the children. So don't relent, or don't look at your traveling ticket or all that and you just say you can't do it. Let the person, if your husband is the person that you know that can work, that can study, work, do and switch the visa, let him go alone and do that. I know most of you, you will not trust, you will have some trust issues. But I normally tell people, if you people are a couple, don't think about yourself anymore. Like as I am now, I left my corporate job. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about the children's future. So there's a stage in your life you will be thinking of your future, your children's future. your own will take back seat as a woman, maybe as a parent, as a father. So your own will take back seat a bit. Not that it will take back seat forever. It will take like small time, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years for you to get them where you want them to be. Then when they are stable where you want them to be, then you can go and face your life. So if your husband or your wife is the person that will have like robust prospects, please allow the person to go first if the money is issue. When the person get there, the person will start making way for you. And you men, there's a man, I'm telling the wife is the nurse. So we are planning for her to start doing NCLEX because she is joining our one-to-one consultation. This man said if it is the one that is not following, we can't go. I said the budget is so much. This man, they are stuck now, stay arguing. I told him, Oga, if your wife go there and leave, do you think she will not have some regrets, or it will not, but I don't give people advice, personal advice. So but what I can tell you is that for the future of your children, do that thing that will benefit your children. Just leave other things alone. It will take care of itself. So if one person can go with budget of 3 million, 4 million, one person can start planning and go and start settling and start looking at the best way to bring his or her family. So this is what I want to say, like families. I have many families that are doing consultation with me. So if you're watching me that you are a family, maybe money is the issue to pack everybody at once. No, let the person that, if your husband said that he wants to go, let him do caregiving training or go to Spain with COS. He's a man, he can work 60 hours. When you finish working, work like 1 year, 2 years, then you can come for you guys. If you're the wife that can work back to back, then you can go and work and come back for your children, guys. So I'll be ending here so that I can go to the group and share a lot of things. The things I've said I will share. Some vocational schools and all that, and some UNESCO sites in Bulgaria. I will go and share it now in the WTP for you guys to join. So guys, to start your application, for you guys to start your application. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Please, can you just subscribe to this channel? Don't forget, tomorrow is our one-to-one consultation for US, Dominica, and Palau. When you get Palau citizen, you're already a United States of American citizen. And you don't need a visa to go to Palau. It's visa on arrival. So don't miss it. It's 25,000 naira. You come and hear what you've not heard anywhere. So I'm prepared for you for tomorrow. So guys, see you guys in the group. Let's go there. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, guys. If you're still watching me, can you give us a thumbs up? I love you. And take care of yourself. Bye-bye from me. Let's go to WTP now before I forget. Let's go to WTP.